McDowell Saylor has been there much more recently than I, and she became a fan of the Irish stories. This, by the way, is one of Ireland's favorite stories, and she will share with you Mary Culhaine and the Dead Man.
An Irishman's heart is as stout as shillelagh. It beats with delight to chase sorrow and woe. When the piper plays up, then it dances gaily, and it thumps with a whack to leather a foe. Once there was a girl named Mary Culhaine. She lived with her family a ways outside of town, and between the town and where they lived was a graveyard. One evening, the family was having dinner. The girls were at the table with their parents. When Mary Culhaine's mother looked at her father, and his face was troubled. "What's wrong? What's bothering you?" "Oh, you know, I think I left my prize shillelagh in the graveyard while I was walking home from town, and I sat down beside a freshly dug grave and just to rest, and I think that's where I left it." "Oh, the prize shillelagh! Someone must go and get it." All the girls looked down at their plates. Nobody wanted to go into that graveyard at night. All except for Mary Culhaine. She stood up, she said, "Oh, I'll go get it." She went to the door. She put on her cloak and she walked out into the thickening dark. But the moon was shining, and when she got to the graveyard, to the entrance of the graveyard, she saw it there gleaming by the freshly dug grave, the shillelagh. Well, she didn't even hesitate. She just kept walking right up to that freshly dug grave, and she leaned over. She began to touch the prize shillelagh when she froze in place with this voice. "Mary Culhaine, forget the blackthorn shillelagh and get me out of this hole." Mary Culhaine did not want to do that, but she found herself lifting the lid of the casket and beholding the dead man lying there. And then he reached up and she was frozen, grabbed around her neck, pulled himself on her back. Oh, he was so heavy. "Mary Culhaine, take me to the town." Mary Culhaine didn't want to take him to the town, but she found her body moving, carrying the dead man on her back. It was as if she had no will of her own. And he was so heavy, she fell to her knees. "Mary Culhaine, get up, take me into the town." So she got up, and little by little, falling down then, they made it to the town. Now, it was a narrow street with houses all stuck up against one another, and he told her to go to the first house. So she walked with him on her back up the stairs to the first house. No, we can't go in here. There's holy water by the door. There's clean water, but there's holy water by the door." And so they went down the stairs and up the stairs of the next house. No, we can't go in here. There is clean water, but there is holy water by the door. So she took him down those steps and up another set of steps. "Oh, there is no clean water here, but there's no holy water by the door either." So she carried him in, and she placed him on a chair by the hearth. "Now, get me something to eat." So Mary Culhaine went into the kitchen and she looked all around for food, but there was hardly anything. Then she spied a bowl of oatmeal all congealed there, and she put it on the table with a spoon. She went in, got the dead man, and she brought him in and put him on the kitchen chair by the table there and the bowl of oatmeal. "Now bring me something to drink. I want water." She looked all around, but all she could find was dirty water. "Only dirty water. Then bring me a bowl and a razor blade." She found a bowl and a razor blade, and he jumped on her back, and he told her to go up the steps. And they went up the steps, and up there in the bedroom, they saw 3 boys sleeping in their beds. And the dead man took the razor blade and placed the bowl under their fingers and made a slit in the fingers of each of the boys. The first slit, their faces went pale. Second slit, they stopped breathing. And with the third slit, they were as cold and as still as the dead man himself. "Take me downstairs." Took her downstairs. She took him downstairs, put him in his chair again by the table. "Now mix the blood with the oatmeal." And she poured the blood from the boys from that bowl into the bowl of oatmeal and stirred it up. "Now you get some for yourself." And she was forced to get another bowl and place that bloody oatmeal for herself and sit down opposite him. And he started to eat, and he ate ravenously, and while he ate, he said, "Eat, eat, Mary Culhaine." Mary Culhaine began to, she was wearing a bandana around her head, and she pulled it down around her neck, and she, with each spoonful of oatmeal, instead of putting it in her mouth, she put it into the bandana around her neck. "Are you finished?" "Yes." "All right, take me back to where you got me. Swiftly, swiftly." So Mary Culhaine cleaned up, and she took that bandana with bloody oatmeal, and she went over to the cupboard, and she stuck it way in the back when he wasn't looking. And then he jumped on her back, and they left the house. She said to him, "Is there any way those boys could be brought back to life?" "Oh, well, yes, but if they ate some of that bloody oatmeal, they could be brought back to life, but that cannot happen." They went a ways and they passed a field, and in that field there were 3 stone heaps. The dead man told her a secret. "There is gold buried beneath those stone heaps, but only the dead know of it." And Mary Culhaine shivered because she knew she was not dead. They got to the edge of the graveyard. "I hear a rooster crowing. I've got to go home." "That's no rooster, Mary Culhaine. That's only a lamb bleating for its mother. Swiftly, swiftly." But Mary Culhaine walked slowly, slowly. "I hear a rooster crowing." "It's not a rooster. It's only an owl. Walk on, Mary Culhaine, swiftly, swiftly." But Mary Culhaine walked slowly, slowly. It came to the edge of the grave. "Mary Culhaine, it's into the grave you go." Grabbed hold of her neck. With the third crow of the cock, he fell into the casket, and she was stood above him, looked down. Mary Culhaine, if I had known that I would not get you into the grave before the cock crowed, I would not have told you at that field with the 3 stone heaps. And then he was still. And she folded his arms over his chest, closed the casket lid. She picked up her father's blackthorn walking stick, and she went back home as the sky became brighter and brighter. No one was awake. She put the shillelagh by the hearth, and she fell into her bed exhausted. Not long afterwards, her mother was shaking her roughly. "Get up, Mary Culhaine! 3 boys have died in the town. We must go to the wake. Get up, Mary Culhaine!" "Oh, I cannot. I am so tired. You go." Her mother looked at her, and she was as white as the sheets. So the family left. They went to the wake. And at noon, Mary Culhaine got out of bed. She heated herself a bowl of milk, and she ate a piece of bread with honey on it. Then she walked out the door and down to the town, and there were people all around. She walked right through the crowd of people. She went up to the parents of the dead boys, and she said, "What would you give me if I brought your boys back to life?" "Oh, Mary Culhaine, how can you say such a thing? How can you joke like that?" "Oh, I'm not joking, and I'm not teasing you either. Would you give me that field with the 3 stone heaps if I brought your boys back to life?" "Oh, of course we would, but you cannot bring our boys back to life. Here we assign that you'll give me that field with the 3 stone heaps when I bring your boys back to life." And they signed. Then Mary Culhaine and everyone moved out of the way, and she went into the house. And she went into the kitchen, and she opened the cupboard door, and she reached way back, and she got that bandana full of the bloody oatmeal. She got a spoon, she went up the stairs, and she fed the boys. And with the first spoonful, the color began to come to their faces. And the second spoonful, they were breathing deeply. And with the third spoonful, they were blissfully asleep. And she went downstairs and she told the parents to come up and call their boys by name. Well, the parents came up, and so did everybody else. They filed and they filled the house to brim. And the parents called their boys' names. And the boys sat up in bed with their eyes open wide, wondering what the heck was going on. Well, that wake turned into a grand celebration. And nobody enjoyed that celebration more than Mary Culhaine. Now, a little while later, Mary Culhaine dug up some of that gold, and she had a house built for herself, very fine, large house. And they say that she married the oldest son, and that they lived happily ever after. Now, Mary Culhaine loved to have people over, and she loved to feed them. She was very generous. But there was one thing that she never fed them, and that was oatmeal. And she always kept holy water by the door. Mary Culhaine